Imagine trying to build a massive empire on the spine of a dragon. No wheels, no horses, no riding system. And you're doing it at an altitude where most people pass out just trying to tie their shoes. It sounds like a survival video game, right? But this wasn't a game. This was the Inca Empire. And here is the wildest part. The brutal geography that should have killed them is actually the secret weapon that made them unstoppable. You have to understand where they lived. The Andes. We are talking about the second highest mountain range on Earth, jagged peaks, freezing nights, and thin air. Most civilizations look for flat, easy river valleys. But the Inca, they looked at these vertical walls of death and said, yeah, we can work with this. See, they didn't fight the mountains. They hacked them. The first hack was food. In a flat country, if a drought hits, everyone starves. But the Inca used verticality. They carved massive staircases, called terraces, into the mountainsides. This wasn't just for looks. It created different microclimates. They could grow potatoes at the freezing top, corn in the middle, and coca leaves or tropical fruits at the bottom. It was like having a supermarket on every single mountain. If one crop failed, no problem. The one 500 feet down was doing just fine. They essentially hunger-proofed their empire. But food means nothing if you can't move it, right? This is where their engineering gets absolutely insane. Because the terrain was so rugged, invading armies couldn't just march in. The mountains were a natural fortress. But for the Inca, the mountains were a highway. They built the Capacone, a road system that stretched over 25,000 miles. That is longer than the Roman road system, built through clouds and over canyons. They built suspension bridges out of woven grass that could hold an army. They had runners, called chasqui, who could relay a message across the mountains faster than the mail service does today. It meant the emperor could eat fresh fish from the ocean while sitting in his palace in the clouds, hundreds of miles away. So, why were they so powerful? Because while everyone else was limited by the land, the Inca turned the most hostile terrain on the planet into a machine that fed them, protected them, and connected them. They proved that you don't need it easy to be great. You just need to be clever. If you want to know how their walls survived earthquakes that leveled modern cities, hit that like button and let me know in the comments. I'll catch you in the next one. Imagine trying to build a massive empire on the spine of a dragon. No wheels, no horses, no riding system. And you're doing it at an altitude where most people pass out just trying to tie their shoes. It sounds like a survival video game, right? But this wasn't a game. This was the Inca Empire.